everybody.
I was like, Scribe, you look like you were going to say something. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm fine.
No, you're good. So yeah, everybody in the chat, you guys know me as MoCats, and you fear me as the DM willing to take on the Scribe as a player. But this evening, I am but a humble servant to the world of Candlekeep. We are starting off strong, y'all. Thank you all for being here for the second half of our Xanthoria one-shot. This is a two-shot, obviously. The content is made with love, and we're so lucky to have you all here. But we have a couple announcements real quick. We have a merch store. So it turns out just about all drinks can fit into an Indigo Chameleon mug, and they taste just a little bit better in it too. As always, tune into Strahd Sucks on Sundays and The Unbroken Veil on New Orleans on Wednesdays. And I'm also pleased to announce, you guys are the first ones to know, that is not all. So on Thursdays, I am going to do this every week. So Thursdays are now mine, and I get to box around the Scribe and Tracy. I'm very excited.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and very happy.
Yeah. That felt really good to say out loud. I've been holding that in for a while. I've probably typed it into the Discord chat like 10 times and erased it. So you guys are truly the first ones to know.
I love telling stories here on Indigo Chameleon. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon telling the stories, but it is important for me that there are other voices, beautiful, wonderful voices with stories to tell that get a platform to do so. And I can think of no better place than the wonderful safe places that we've created here on Indigo Chameleon and Mother of Cats, who exemplifies all of those qualities as seeking out to provide safe spaces for every single person that comes here. The TTRPG community is very welcoming, and I'm just looking forward to the worlds that you create and enjoying them alongside you. So, welcome. I'm very happy.
Thank you. So that makes 2 weeks that I've cried on this channel. That's fun. Shavalata, thank you so much for the bits, buddy. I appreciate you. And that's a bless for Dr. Jackal again.
Jackal is very grateful.
Yes. And I will say this too. Scribe anything for the good of the channel before Maz and Damien?
No. Okay. The con is yours, Captain.
Sweet. Maz, what are you working on outside of Indigo Grounds here, buddy?
You can come find me. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Google Podcasts for Jousting Through Jacinto. It's my DM'd podcast campaign. We are currently on our second big arc. We release episodes every Wednesday. Come listen to us. We're getting into some good deep stuff. And we had Alex, who was Lambert, as a guest star a couple weeks ago. So that particular episode should be coming out here soon, and really tight knitting the group together. It's very fun.
Yes, amazing. Alex will be back, but until April, he's out of commission. You can catch him on Kobold Press till then. That's a Twitch channel. Thank you, Maz. Highly recommend. And then Damien, what are you working on outside of Indigo, buddy?
So what I'm currently working on is a D&D campaign that I'm gonna eventually reveal, and hopefully I get to have these wonderful people participate. That'll be over at Domasaur on Twitch and maybe even on Domasaur on YouTube. I'm also participating in a Crypt of the Ruby Dragon. Mm-hmm. And that'll be on Friday on Twitch, and eventually that'll be coming back where I play as a tweed wearing Minotaur.
A tweedatar.
A tweedatar.
I made a joke and he went with it. It made me so happy.
That's fantastic.
It's the stuff of dreams, truly. Tavia, thank you for that reminder. That was incredible. But on that note, I will say, welcome to Candlekeep, everybody. So much. Thank you guys in chat for all of the blessings. I feel very blessed. Scribe feels very blessed for a sesh. And we last left our team of Super Sleuths this week, minus Tracy and Alex. We'll get to that in a minute. In the mysterious two-shot of a shockingly similar pandemic to COVID that is ravaging the Sword Coast. And they just defeated a purple worm, of all things. So thank you, chat, for that random encounter. I'll have you roll another one here in a minute. But our players have had a boost from their buddy the scribe without knowing it. And I'll say that hearing the Lich at the end of last session, I'm telling everybody for the first time our players are level 20. I've given them some gifts. And this is all because I am saying you guys are overcome with the knowledge of the mushroom tidbits you've been learning from Dr. Jackal.
Wait, are you saying that knowledge is power?
Perhaps. Perhaps I am. I think that's a good lesson to share today. Am I right, everybody? We'll go with that. That's
knowing is half the battle. Dr. Jackal.
It's way more wholesome than what I came up with. All right, and getting into this here, you guys are still in the cavern where the purple worm, its carcass and remains lie severed in half by the doings of Dr. Jackal himself.
Oh yeah, you turned that worm inside out, didn't you?
I pulled his butt through his head.
You absolutely did.
Sure did. And I will say this, everybody. So starting off this session, we're gonna get a little funky here. You guys ended last session with a little bit of a telepathic message from Xanthoria herself. And Thunderwing suddenly looks very afraid as a voice once again comes through your mental speakers. Oh. So it seems that there are more of you than I initially thought.
Guys, it's happening again.
Let's bring that down a peg. And you guys can all hear this. And all of the sudden, the worm clamps shut with Thoe inside. You hear nothing, not even a scream, as she is swallowed into the hole that the worm created. There is nothing left but her staff, I will say. She had a staff of the woodlands. You guys can hold on to that. Not that you can do anything with it.
I'll take it.
None of you are druids.
Well,
but we love a good staff we can't use. And also, poor Lambrecht. You guys look over as from Lambrecht's feet, slowly creeping up to his hips, and getting even slower as it gets up closer to his chest, he is slowly turning into the ooze.
Oh God!
That our lovely, lovely Leon stepped in the woods earlier today.
Hey man, it's been a...
And I do have a surprise for everyone. Alex might not be with us here right now, but I do have a recording of his final words.
Shut up.
That he gave me today.
Shut up.
So we're gonna do that now. Let me know if you can't hear this. Put your hands up, okay?
So everyone sees Lambrecht kind of struggle to breathe, and the light in his eyes begins to fade, and Princess kind of instinctively takes him into this protective sort of coil, and Lambrecht begins to speak. Looks like this is it for me, yeah? Friends, don't let my death distract you from our goal. Princess begins to speak, and for those of you who can speak Draconic, you hear, "You silly man, don't speak so. You aren't dying here. We've been through too much to die here. I've been through a lot, haven't we, old friend? I sure will miss you. You were always by my side. Take care of yourself. Odysseus." And Lambrecht's eyes slowly flutter shut. "You know, I've always preferred Princess." And with that, Princess dissipates into a shimmering mist of magic.
All right.
God, I killed a ranger.
This is like turning into watch an episode of Avatar and it having way too much heart and emotion than you were emotionally prepared for.
How dare you, grapes from the vine me?
If that isn't an absolute kick in the feels.
I
for
killed
everybody.
our ranger. I didn't. Oh God.
And you guys just hear a cackle after your friends are swallowed by goo. All that is left of Lambrecht is this giant pile of ooze in the middle of the floor. And I will say this too. Damien, Lophus von Godwin,
Yes.
our resident paladin here,
Yes.
as this ooze appears on the ground, mushrooms begin to grow around your feet. And you get this strong sense that this cave has finally noticed that you are a source of life, that you are a source of healing. And I need you to make a con save.
I will make this Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 20, wet 20.
You pass, and the mushrooms, they disintegrate.
Woo!
But
I haven't heard about it like that before. Oof.
But I will say you do have a bit of residual mental fog, and the loss of your friends is probably hitting you a lot harder than your other two party members right now. But you just fought off something serious. I'm not mad about it. I'm not.
I will move away from where I was standing and like kick dirt at the mushrooms that were there. And then take a knee and offer a prayer to our lost comrades.
Mm.
I'm very angry.
You hear Lambrecht's last breath on the wind once again. I need chat also. Scribe, do you have the power to give directions on how to do D100s this evening, or should I have you guys do it today?
I believe so.
For
Hang
luck
on.
checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should just be one.
Maybe
Well,
it's
it's exclamation point 1 D100.
Yeah. There it is. If you want to roll at any point, you can follow those directions in the chat. But if you would like them to roll a D100, it's just exclamation point D100 for a D100 roll.
Yep. If somebody can do that, whoever's first, that's what we'll go with here. And
You have the power.
Have we?
Yes.
And so MFC, have we put 2 and 2 together? What we are dealing with?
You guys know that from last session, you are most likely dealing with a lich who has turned herself in the name of the druid god that she worships to defeat the undead in the surrounding forest.
A spore druid lich is just a crazy concept. So I want to use, I want to use my Hunter's Bane.
Okay.
Which allows me to I have advantage on Wisdom survival checks to track Fae, Fiends, or Undead. Liches, I assume, are undead. But I want to, if we're dealing with like a maze, as much as I can, or if can, if someone else does the check, provide the modifier for it, just to get us the safest way through. Because right now Leon's pissed.
Okay. Sure. Define safe. Like, I need you to be specific on what exactly you're avoiding, because you don't know what's to come.
That's true. I want to. I guess there's no way to do it, but any guidance that would give me to be the most direct route, I guess is the better way of phrasing it. Because it says tracking, so I assume there's if this is her domain or her lair, there is certain checkpoints that she would use for her own markings.
Sure. So the way that this is built, I have envisioned it as a straight line with doors to your right and your left. You have no way of knowing if, to the right or to the left.
Got it.
I will tell you, a straight line. And I will thank you for the 27, by the way, Chef Aladef. I will use that here in a second. But a straight line, you don't know which door you're going to have to go through. I will delete the left-hand side rooms. So you won't be able to hit those. but you know it is on the right-hand side. You're just not sure which door will get you there. You'll know as soon as you enter a room if it's the right room or not. But
Okay.
Okay,
cool. So left-hand door's gone, and then the acknowledgement that we're in the right place once it happens.
Yes. And then also explain to me once again your sense. You said you can sense undead?
So I have advantage on survival checks to track Fae, Fiends, and Undead. I think our Paladin brother is the one that can sense undead.
Yeah, I can detect good and evil, like a divine sense.
Okay. But not specifically undead.
It'll let me know if there's an undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. So as long as it's somewhere where I can sense it.
Okay. Well, I kind of feel bad for not telling you this last session. I actually did not know. I apologize. You guys look over, and Thunderwing, who was sitting on Princess, is on the floor, unconscious. She hit the floor pretty hard when the purple worm slammed shut. It kind of scared Princess, especially because, you know, her counterpart was passing away in front of her very eyes. Thunderwing is undead. Officially.
Hide, walk over, pick up Thunderwing.
Okay. She's groggy, but she can hear you if you say anything to her.
You dead?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
You dead?
Not sure what I am, to be honest with you.
Undecided.
In more ways than one.
He will just put her on his shoulder then.
Okay.
And have her just sit up on the shoulder.
Sweet. And I will say this too, Lofus, you do not, as far as your good/evil sense goes, she is not innately evil, but she's also not good either. She is very much neutral.
Fantastic.
Okay. So with that, 27, I need everybody in the chat to know that our players have had a long rest and they have many gifts, so I don't feel bad that Chef Aladef rolled a 27, leading us to equivalent of room number 3. There we go. All right, and I need everybody, are you opening this door to your right? Maz has gotten a sense of it. Sorry, Leon has gotten a sense that this is the right direction for you to be taking. You guys have managed to get past the giant hole in the floor that the purple worm has left. What are we doing?
I don't want to be I'm gonna be right up honest with you guys. I don't want to open the door, so I think you guys should do it.
Door open. Hyde will walk over towards the door and just like hit it. One big meaty fist. He has not changed back into Dr. Jackal. This particular Dr. Jackal's a little emotionally not well after seeing Lambricht, so he's being protected. So Hyde and his big green sort of hulking form will come over and slam onto the door to open it the easy way.
All right. As you guys walk in, the stonework in this particular cavern, I will say, Leon, you immediately get the sense this is not the right room.
Okay.
But also, there is nothing dangerous in here. You are looking for undead. I won't make you make a check. This is just a kitchen.
Oh.
Or what appears to be a kitchen.
Well,
it
great.
was once a kitchen, one could say. Pots and pans are kind of piled in the floor in one corner, as if someone had started to gather them but didn't really get a chance to start cooking with them. And along with, you know, kitchen utensils are scattered on the floor. Most of them are bent, misshapen, almost used, but still have mold on them because of the dank wetness of the air. And there's a lot of open bags of spices on the shelves, and there's rat droppings everywhere. This has not been touched in a while. And the only thing you guys notice is as soon as you open the door, there was a kind of puff of yellow. But you guys feel fine.
I hate that. This one. It's the great storyteller in the sky. I hate that.
I'm terrified.
I actually want to go ahead and, just because I can, I'm going to cast Aid. And I will be casting it at 5th level. And pretty much it just means that for the next 8 hours, me and 2 other people will have 20 additional hit points. Temporary hit points. And I'll just be like,
wow.
Boom, my hand on both of you. Gentlemen, we lost 2 individuals. I will not be losing either one of you. And if I do, I can't say I didn't try. And I will walk in.
Okay. Picking up anything? Are we anything in particular in here? But nothing really else stands out to you guys other than a couple recipe books here and there.
Hyde looks for food.
Dr. Jackal, aka Hyde. What you see, it kind of looks like it could be a loaf of bread in the corner. It's wrapped in a little piece of cloth.
Hyde has bread. Anyone want bread?
No, thank you.
I'm good, thanks, buddy.
As Hyde is showing everybody, Hyde, give me an intelligence check.
Sure, that's at -2 with my new stats. So let's go ahead. Here. I can roll it in the regular chat, but it's going to reflect the other one. I rolled a nat 1 using my actual regular dice. So, which is a very appropriate for the Hyde persona.
No way. Okay. Hyde, you do not recognize the difference between this book and it being a loaf of bread. They're both brown and crusty.
Okay. What?
Buddy, I don't think that's bread.
Pita?
More like tree.
This tree, not bread.
Remember that time we bit the tree? It wasn't fun.
There are many times Hyde accidentally bite into tree.
But none of them were good.
No, I don't like trees.
I'll take the book.
You'll take the bread book.
Yep. I'm so glad you're here.
Leon is a good friend, and he'll just smack him on the back really hard.
I'll take my 5 HP.
Can I like do a perception check to see if I can discern if there is any bread in the area?
Sure.
This is where we spend 2 hours.
Go ahead and roll, buddy.
Mother of Cats, in her wildest dreams, a level 21 shot never thought she would have a player make a bread check. Never once.
There's a 22, find me some bread.
Buddy, you find, there's a basket that probably had bread in it a year ago.
Close.
Is
It
the bread
is
still
just
in there?
moldy and shriveled.
Please have purify food and drink. Oh my god, please have purify food and
I
drink.
will cast purify food and drink. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have it.
So, are you guys enjoying your lunch?
Can I look at the book? Is the book important?
Sure, Leon. You can take a
Fantastic.
gander at the book. It has pictures.
Fantastic.
Of bread.
You find The Hobbit's Guide to Finding Bread.
Leon, as you open the book, you see on Dr. Jackal's shoulder, on Hyde's shoulder, Thunderwing wilts, kind of just collapsing in on herself, very clearly sad, almost like the first time that you saw her. As you flip through, and there are a lot of sketches of both Thunderwing and Bunny Blossom, her fairy dragon she was telling you about, which is bright Easter yellow. Very cute. Very scaly.
Oh no!
Constant smile on its muzzle.
We walked in with a yellow poof, and I don't like that. I don't like that we're dealing with yellow dragons and yellow poofs when we walk in the doors. Thunderwing, have we decided if we're alive or dead yet?
I'll ever really be able to determine that for myself. I'll
Fantastic,
probably need
which means you can
someone
still
to tell
talk.
me.
which means you can still talk. What is this? And he'll show her the book.
I told you guys before you came in here that, I mean, I used to be friends with Xanthoria before she went all bad.
Okay.
My best friends were her and Bunny Blossom.
Okay. So how long is... So... I guess the better question is... how long has it been here? Like, how long have you been the way you are? Like...
And she looks more confused than she has this entire time, just by looking at her, Maz, and the way that she kind of zoned out and zoned back in last session. She has not had a concept of time in a while.
Oof, okay.
You guys are the first people she remembers seeing in a while.
So, given that, she probably does not recognize this place.
No. And I will say, too, can you give me an investigation check while you're looking through the book, by chance?
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would this have to do with any fiend, undead, or fae?
You know what? Sure, you can add it.
Fantastic, because that was a 1, and I have an advantage.
Okay.
17, much better.
Perfect.
Hide can help. This is not bread.
You're doing so well, buddy. Hey, you know what? When we get out of this, if we get out of this, I'll get you the biggest bread you can find.
The biggest.
Carbs.
But don't we all?
Delicious. Leon, that was enough, buddy.
Oh, thank God.
You guys, you see, as you open the book, you're flipping through pages probably pretty quickly now that you're trying to get out of this room as fast as possible, seeing Thunderwing kind of instantly melt. But I have no better words, even though you guys literally saw your other friend melt earlier this session. Not in poor taste, not on purpose.
Oof.
There's a preserved oak leaf bookmark that will open you right to a page that you would recognize as definitely, absolutely, no doubt about it, the writing of Xanthoria. It is her handwriting. She wrote this when she was well.
Okay.
You can't make out what it says. It is in Druidic, but this is her handwriting.
Oh, man. Does anybody have an idea? Or I have a wild idea.
I have a staff that druids use. You can have it. I mean, I'm just.
Oh,
I just,
yes.
Yeah. You take this.
Hyde has idea.
And go ahead, Hyde.
About book?
Yes.
Hyde does not have idea.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Wealth of knowledge isn't normal. So, can we get a little weird with it, MOC? So, I'm going to reenact every horrible horror trope that I've ever seen. I'm going to try to read the Druidic out loud, a la Latin, and see if maybe the voices in the head have anything to say about this.
Klaatu, Verata.
Exactly. I can't speak it, but I can say the words.
Okay.
What a gift! What a gift you've given, Mother of Cats.
I'm aware. I know, but what doesn't kill me, I still have 1 HP.
Maz.
Yes.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Fantastic.
You are currently reading a prayer to Silvanus, which is the god of wild nature that Xanthoria worshipped before she went bad. I need you to give me a religion check.
Okay. Religion is int based, so our blood hunters, we're not too bad here.
Okay.
And they're fae, so I get an advantage.
This is a high check, buddy. So if you can get me help, I would. Okay.
My passive investigations, or no, it's a religion check. Excuse me. What could go wrong?
Nope, it's not that. Nothing happens. You don't hear the whispers Actually, this is the quietest your head has been all day. Lofus,
Yes.
with your knowledge of healing, with your experience in prayer, you are drawn to this book.
I will mosey on over and mention, like under my breath. Well, since I gave you that staff, I'll go ahead and take the book. I'll take this book from you.
I will take staff. We are all taking turns.
You have the talking stick, Hyde, yes.
And I'll do that thing where I open it up and then I'll put my hand out. As if I'm blessing Leon.
Perfect. So since you are doing specifically that, can you give me a religion check?
I'm just going to go ahead and religion check.
I can give you advantage on it because I'm proficient in it. I'd be like, you said it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Exactly.
In which case I'll take the 17.
Wow, okay. You know what? You guys are level 20. I really want you to have this. So this is what happens. Lofus, as you are reaching out both mentally to the god Silvanus, and I will say even to Thoe, because you had her staff in your hand for a period of time, and you are reaching out mentally, physically, both to Leon, Thoe, and this god, a holy trinity, if you will, not including yourself. This prayer to Silvanus. I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Okay. Leon?
Yeah.
Lofus has just cast Greater Restoration on you.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Ah, my goodness.
But
alone with my own thoughts. Oh, no.
But here's the thing. You are rid of the plague. You feel what you were fighting off for the past couple hours leaves your system. There is no worry that you will be drooling anymore, my friend.
I feel like there's a butt coming.
You still hear the voices in your head.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why that was the compromise.
They sound disappointed, but they're still there.
I will then go ahead and... You're welcome. And chuck the book.
And we're done here.
Okay.
So, good news, bad news. Which one do you want first? I know you guys love this game.
Give me the good news first. I like that.
The good news is I feel great. You know, the whole, that's gone. Like, we're good. We're feeling good now. I think we can be within 5 feet of each other, which is fantastic.
Hyde would
cast banishment. I'm just kidding. No.
Hyde would also like good news.
Well, that's what it is, buddy.
Okay.
The bad news is I feel like I just had the worst night out, and I've disappointed many people at once. See, the talking has now. I feel like I've been disciplined by my father. He's not mad. He's just disappointed.
I thought your father was dead.
Well, yeah, but it's a metaphor.
What is a metaphor?
The Holy Father.
You know what? I asked for this. So I don't know. They might know we're coming for us even more so now. I'm not sure, but they're not happy. We're no longer dancing on the ceiling, if you will.
Good.
No, it's fun. You ever hang from the ceiling? It's very fun.
No. It's scared.
Did you fly around? Oh. But you jump and fly all the time.
That is going to hit something. That is different.
Motivation? Got it.
Yeah, you are just focused on, hitting something.
Do not put him in a box. He's too big for a box.
I am too big for boxes.
Fantastic. I think we've found everything in this room. I don't think there's any more bread. I think this is what we were meant to find.
Let us go find more metaphors. in different rooms.
Yep, exactly, buddy. Let's go get more metaphors. Ugh.
All right. With that, Maz, can you read me the exact wording of this undead sense?
Yeah,
Pretty
give
please.
me un momento. Hunter's Bane. So, you survived with Hunter's Bane, blah, 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 blah. You have advantage on wisdom checks on tracking, and the advantage on certain other rolls, depending if they are undead, fey, or fiends, as well as on intelligence checks to recall informations about such creatures.
Okay. And I take it you are actively tracking.
I'm sorry, one more time?
You are actively tracking. You don't need to say it every single time, right?
Yes, I am actively tracking. It doesn't have a duration or like a uses. It's just something that I get being a blood hunter.
Okay. So here's the thing, Leon.
Yes.
You're cured of your disease,
Uh-huh.
but your
Oh no.
your mind is still. You remember what I told you earlier?
Yeah.
The whole "my mind is slipping away"
Yeah.
thing. How
Yeah,
fun
it's
that
normal
was.
Tuesday, sometime.
I will say your advantage may or may not work.
That's fair.
So if you just want to roll real quick for me,
Sure.
a survival check.
Survival?
Mm-hmm.
Give me one moment. I'm good at these. I'm supposed to be good at these. I'm kind of good at these. A 9.
Okay.
The drooling comes back, but this one's natural and not like...
Uh-huh. Are you guys continuing to what you think is the next good room?
Yes.
I take it.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Leon, you don't know what's behind this door.
Okay.
With a 9.
Fair enough.
Are you entering anyway?
Not knowing. This isn't a, and I just want to make sure, because I want to play this properly. This isn't a debilitation. This is just, I'm getting nothing from this other side.
Correct.
Cool. So he's going to reapply his, he's going to run his hand down the silver fangs on his side, and reapply his crimson right on his crossbow. It's the bolt itself is going to shine with a little bit of a radiant energy to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hide. We're gonna play flashbang. Remember that? You open the door and I shoot us in the door.
Yes.
Fantastic. Make it so.
Okay. 1,
2.
2, 3, flashbang! And he's just gonna kick the door as hard as he can into the room. If there's anybody in there, they're gonna get swept up in it. But he's just going to kick the door solidly in the center and then step out of the way so Leon can shoot into the room.
So the point of it is he's going to kick the door, and Leon's going to shoot up at the ceiling, because with the Light of the Dawn bolt, it shows 20 feet of light.
Okay.
So if it's dark, it's now at least illuminated 20 feet around the bolt.
Okay.
Do you want an athletics check?
I want an acrobatics check. Are you?
Oh, mama!
Are you? The logistics of this are driving me nuts, but it's not wrong.
Who do you want the acrobatics from?
All of you.
All of us.
All of us?
All of
us?
you. This is a small room, and you couldn't have known that before opening the door and flashbanging it, but there is some kickback. For sure.
That is a not 1 plus 1 of 2 for
21.
hide.
A 17 for acrobatics.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, as
Dave
long
be
as
a
that
dex-based character. Fantastic.
Yeah. Leon, what'd you get? A 21?
21.
Okay. Hyde, you look as your comrades stand firm, but you are plastered against the back end of this cave.
Oh no!
And you see that those same white puff, you notice now that they're definitely like mushroom spores, Leon. You turn around and Hyde is just covered in them.
Oh.
And as he kind of peels off of the wall a little bit, there's kind of a there's where he was still on the wall, just a yellow hide silhouette.
It's even worse when the wall has an indent and then around the indent is more.
Oh, it's a little deep too. He hit it hard.
How you feeling, buddy? You all right?
I did not like that metaphor.
I don't think anyone else though.
I don't want the bread from this room.
Did you take any damage, or are you okay?
It's hard to tell with me.
He didn't take any damage from this. He hit it hard, but honestly, it was kind of like a fun ride to you, Hyde.
Can we do it again?
Is there anything
down?
Is there anything in the room?
Well, other than Hyde's presence that will never leave this cave now. It's just etched in stone, literally. As the spores clear, and you guys are all covered in them at this point. I hope you guys like the color yellow.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Oh. Really, man? You know what? You can play that same. Disguise self.
Oh.
It's just me, just not yellow.
Hyde, are you going full send on the yellow? Are you okay?
Oh, he's yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm colorblind anyway.
Oh.
Oh, God.
It's okay.
That's so cute. So fast.
Dr. Jackal's not. It's just Hyde.
Okay. Well, as the spores clear, this is a small oval-shaped cave, and right in the center, shockingly unharmed by this flashbang that hit the ceiling, is a ring of brightly colored mushrooms. They're like between 3 feet tall and 8 feet tall, and the air in here smells really mildewy.
Don't like it.
Got
rid of mushrooms.
What is this?
Those are mushrooms.
Okay. What do we do with them?
I don't know. I just got rid of this. This is the worst. This is. I don't want to contract the same thing in 2 days. Like.
No, it's fine. I'll talk to him.
Yeah. So what Lofus will do is he's gonna go into a small little safe area. Mm-hmm. He's gonna retreat into his armor like a turtle, and he will be back in a minute.
By safe space, do you mean just like in the hallway outside of the cavern?
Somewhere...
Or are you going in the cavern?
Well, like right next to Hyde, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are still outside of the door then, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. As long as Hyde is outside the door, that's where I would like pretty much be like, real quick.
Holy crap! That armor just ate Lofus.
Oh gods. Oh.
It's okay.
I'm sure he's fine.
Let's go look at the mushrooms. But we'll do.
Ask the fairy.
Oh, that's a good idea. He'll take the little fairy down and be like, "Hey, you want to go look at the mushrooms?"
She has not taken her eyes off of them since you guys flashbang opened the door. She's kind of standing, looking at them in shock with her jaw on the floor right now.
Why?
What do these mean?
Why are you shocked?
They're so pretty.
Okay. I mean, they are kind of pretty.
They're beautiful.
We're saying adjectives of these mushrooms, but nothing helpful. What are they? What do they do?
I mean, as far as I can tell, they're just mushrooms.
Insight?
Really big ones.
insight check on the happy pixie? Because, you know.
I don't even need one. She can't lie to you if she tried, dude.
That's fair.
I'll say this. I'll say, Leon, stay here. Don't let the armor eat you. And
I will pop back out of the armor.
oh God.
God.
Hyde's gonna walk into the room and walk over towards where the mushroom circle is.
Okay. Hyde, you feel kind of repelled by the mushrooms. You don't want to go near them.
Yeah, he'll turn around and be like, "No, this is worse than books. This is
The mildew smell gets real bad the closer you get.
this is bad. This is Axe body spray bad. This is very not good smell for Hyde. Hyde does not want to do this, and Hyde will just sort of walk out of the room and immediately start looking to go to the next space. Not leaving yet, but just like, no.
Nobody else is in the room, right?
The only thing that is happening right now, Hyde, as you leave the room, Thunderwing comes out of her trance while on your shoulder, and she starts hyperventilating. That does not lead to home anymore. And she just kind of curls up into a ball.
The mushrooms led to home one time?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to remember that. Maybe when we fix things, this place will lead to home.
What does it do? Is it what is the circle for?
Leon, the second you start questioning things, you are compelled towards those suckers.
I hate it here.
You
Okay.
cannot stop your feet from moving. You are booking it into this room, my friend.
I don't want to go to the
You
mushroom.
outstretch your hand, almost like it's the last thing you'll ever touch, and make contact with one of these 8-foot-tall fungi.
Leon, it smells bad. Don't go in there.
I know.
His eyes roll back into his head as the two of you watch. His hand is stuck to this mushroom, the rest of his body goes limp, and his head is up towards the ceiling with his eyes in the back of his skull. Leon.
Yeah.
The cave disappears,
Oh, fantastic.
my friend.
Oh, we won.
It is
Fantastic. I'm out.
replaced by a field carpeted in spongy moss and pocket-marked with pools of ooze like you know and love. There's a colossal palace constructed of giant mushrooms just like these with interconnecting bridges rising in the distance. This is suddenly a very large place. You're not in Kansas anymore. A cloud of spores falls gently from the sky, not much unlike the yellow that currently coats yourself and your friends. In the distance, a tall creature beckons with a smile. Her top half vaguely resembles that of a humanoid. 4 ropey, fibrous antennae grow out from her forehead, somehow enhancing her disgusting yet compelling beauty. Her lower half is a mass of writhing, pulsing tentacles that are covered in fungal growths, resembling a horrific gown.
Oh, thank God.
And
He,
you come too.
he was rolling to see if he was into that. I know that roll.
Thanks, buddy.
This better not awaken something in me.
Stay with the 2. Stay with the 2. Advantage? Okay, am I compelled to go anywhere, or can I stay where I'm at?
Your hand is no longer stuck to the mushroom. Your eyes are back facing forward.
Back in the cave.
Yes, back in the
Got
cave.
it. Oh, gods.
I told you.
I will ray of frost the mushrooms. Just do you not like extreme cold? I have extreme cold. I will ray of frost those mushrooms the second that I see Leon turn back towards us.
It's not a bad idea. So they know she knows we're here. Like we understand that, right? Like we're not going like, oh, we might have the element of surprise. There is no way we're sneaking up on this woman. She knows everything. She's not horrible on the eyes, but top half. Once the further we go south, it's questionable, but it's still there. But she has a whole castle. Like there's a whole fortress somewhere in this cave. It's definitely bigger on the inside. So, and he looks at Hyde. He goes, I don't know if you can talk to the mushroom knowledge person inside of you, but we gotta find out something to burn it, or what a mushroom and a lich would do together.
Fine. Do not hurt Jackal.
I love Jackal. I love you too, Hyde, but you both are good for different reasons.
Hyde begins to shrink until he stops shrinking and he's just this sort of husk of organic material, and a fist pushes through almost like cicada skin, and the very skinny, somewhat short Dr. Jackal makes his way through. He goes, sorry, he's getting much better about keeping me out of his head. I hope he didn't do anything egregious. Where's Lambricht and Thoe?
Long story. They're both dead.
They passed away.
Oh, they.
Breathe.
Hey, here we are, and we're going.
Here though.
You guys have done very well at. Oh yes, you have a fairy on you now.
Nope, I'm not. Who would like to? Okay, there we are. That's good.
Okay.
I have.
So,
okay. What?
Look at me.
What?
Look at me. Look at me.
Looking. Yes.
Mushrooms. Your new favorite hyperfixation.
Oh yes. Did you know that mushrooms prefer a temperature of exactly 75 degrees Fahrenheit? That is the ideal temperature for them.
So why would they deal with a lich that deals with cold all the time?
That's an excellent question. Mother of cats, can I make a check as to see why mushrooms would this
Like
be a particular skill here?
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a history check.
History
Yeah.
check. That is my third nat 1 of the night.
Change those dice, man.
for a 12. That is my third nat 1. So with a 12. No, I can't honestly discover any reason why mushrooms would prefer someone cold. Why? The lich is inherently cold?
Well, it's like the whole like death thing. Like.
No.
Yeah.
It's quite the opposite. A lich is not that of a cold being or even undead. A lich is someone that has figured out a way to power their body instead of a heartbeat or through mortal energies, through pure magic. Has nothing to do with temperature differentials, although that is a fascinating paper in and of itself. Honestly, it would be more about access to magical abilities, pure magic. If mushrooms preferred a certain temperature, this being humid in the sun, I imagine that a being of pure magic could manifest their magical energies as an ideal environment for fungi.
Man, if we had our druid right now, that'd be great.
We had one, but she apparently...
Druid.
Yeah, she died, so...
She's eaten by a worm.
Oh, she was eaten by the worm. Oh, that's sad.
But you know, guess what? You got the kill. It was you.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
It now has 2 half brothers. You split it right in half.
Oh, good for Hyde. That was good for him. He's been a little cranky lately. I'm so glad he had that.
But this is what we're dealing with, and in D&D terms, I catch up Dr. Jekyll.
Perfect. Good. Well, I onward and upward then, I suppose.
There's nothing else left in this room. Yes.
No.
Let's go.
Lophis?
Let's go onward.
Lophis, if you would care to join Leon, and I will just step right behind the two of you.
Shit, I forgot. That means I'm up. Okay, let's do this.
I shall lead the way.
Perfect.
Okay. You guys are continuing on, same thing, Leon, you still know the right side is the good side.
Fantastic.
So this next door is also unlocked. You don't sense anything coming from the other side.
Same thing. I mean, same thing. I can't sense what's in here, what's beyond these doors. So, Hyde opened up the last door. Hyde opened up the door before that. I think it's your turn, Lofus.
Like, you can sense for sure this is a safe room.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I thought it meant sense was blocked. Okay, so no, we're good. I am like 99.9% sure. The other 0.01 is the mushrooms talking.
Mm-hmm.
I will open the door.
Okay.
Bring it up.
This is a very terraced cavern as far as mushrooms go. There are patches of them all over the place. Much like the entrance of the cave, you cannot take a single step without stepping on a mushroom.
I hate it.
There are brilliantly covered fungi all over the place here. There is a narrow stone staircase that leads down to a lower chamber. But the walls of the lower area that you can see sport murals of animals and fey creatures.
Oh, gods.
Oh, they're quite pretty, though. You have to admire that the level of craftsmanship.
Can I do a perception check to make sure that these murals are not like taxidermied things?
Sure.
I think they're on the wall.
Oh, they're on the wall?
If they're murals, I believe they're pictures. Yes.
Oh, pictures.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just hung in frames.
Okay.
But can we talk
I
about
hate that idea that you just get him
Damien's nightmare fuel right now of someone using murals, but like, well, the murals were nice. I didn't enjoy the fact that they used dead animals anytime an animal was depicted in the mural, because it really just took me out of it, of the whole experience. But
oh god,
there's Lambrick right there. There must be a new installation. Let's read what the plaque says.
Oh god.
I hate touch museums. Let's go. So there's murals on the wall depicting fae, and what was else? I'm sorry.
Just animals and fey creatures.
Is there a story to be told here? Is it
know.
one of those that I look around the room and I see spring and then fall and then death? Because I feel like this would be that kind of room.
Leon, try squinting. Some of those magic posters, you have to really just sort of let your eyes relax. Squint
I told you, I see the horse. I don't see the frog.
Yeah, so.
You are on the top floor, and you have seen everything you can see from here.
The terrace now makes sense. Got it.
Yes.
Dr. Jackal will follow his natural curiosity and just sort of watch and sort of see if the murals map out some sort of major event, and see if he can follow along with a story of sorts.
Sure. Dr. Jackal, I am so glad it's you. You get to make a religion check.
Oh.
Thankfully, it's not Hyde.
Oh, lovely. Well, yes, he is somewhat good. That's a 28
hey.
for religion.
Wow.
So, cheers.
Wowza. Okay. You instantly recognize subtle but apparent symbology that's related to the worship of Zuckmoy, which, that is not Jubilex, the one who spoke to Leon after Leon stepped in the ooze. So not Demon Prince of Oozes, but the other demon royalty. Zuckmoy is the demon queen of fungi.
Oh.
Yes. And also, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, lovely.
No.
I will share all of that information before I inevitably perish right now in front of your very eyes. A charisma saving throw. Oh, well,
Don't forget to add +5 to that.
Well, that's good because it's now a 17. It was a 12.
What?
Wow. You just passed, my friend.
Lofus, you good, amazing paladin. You.
Oh.
I will bow. You're welcome. You're very welcome.
But even without knowing much, you know that without making that save, you would probably be in the same situation that Leon is right now.
Oh.
gods.
Oh, gods. A blood hunter. Ugh.
Ugh.
What's a terrible... Oh, you meant oh, yes, of course. No, Leon, it's fine. No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. I don't have a monster living inside me either. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's quite all right. Quite all right. Well, perfect. Well, the steps leading down, I would share all that information. Is there anything now below or up? The stairs lead up or down?
You are down into the bottom. This is just, you can tell this is probably the remains of like a little meditation circle for Xanthoria. As you continue to look around, the colors get nauseating down here. It's kind of like the 70s threw up and then threw up again in this room. A lich's version of what is calming is not the same as your own.
All right.
Thank God you color. Oh, never mind.
I can see colors quite well. Thank you very much. Well, this is interesting. Nothing about the space, correct? No tomes or anything like that, magical tools or anything along those lines?
Nope. She must have liked her meditation sessions quiet and without distraction.
Oh,
Fair.
mood.
Pathetic.
Well, perfect. We'll have to come back here. This is nice. I hate to say it, but of all the rooms we've been in thus far, this would be the meditation room that I would be like, hello, Airbnb. Like, this is 4 stars, you know? I'm into it. But I perhaps we should trek onward, as it were.
Yep.
Okay.
Is there a shrine to the mushroom goddess? The goddess of fungi?
There is not a shrine, but you're specifically asking for it. I'll give it to you. There are signatures on the bottom of these parchments that are hanging from the wall.
Oh gods.
They're not signed by Zuckmoy, but they share that same energy.
All right. I'll permit me, if you will. I will just place my hands upon one of the murals of Zuckmoy, and say something along the lines of, if your powers are being mistreated in this instance, being the goddess of fungi, we seek to do right by you, and hopefully. There is nothing inherently wrong about mushrooms, and the more I read and the much amazing facts that I've gathered about fungi, I've come to realize just how intricate they are. So if there is someone abusing your people and your beings in your name, we seek to put an end to it. Just a quick sort of prayer, and then to leave the space.
Brave man.
You don't know this, Dr. Jackal, but Leon, you have... I will give you 10 minutes of complete mental clarity.
Oh. Perfect.
Use that time wisely.
Oh,
Cool.
lovely.
Let's go fight something quick. I'm just kidding.
He goes, something, you did something, Doc. Everyone's quiet now.
Oh, good. Oh, perfect. Well, let's hurry up then. To the next room.
Away.
Dr. Jekyll will excitedly run up the stairs, trip several times, and then make their way out of the room.
On the second time that Jackal trips, I will pick him up and put him on my shoulder and run up those stairs.
This is terrifying.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yes.
Leon, go ahead.
Fantastic. Quick reminder: the gentleman that because we're in a shrine. What was the ooze god called one more time?
Jubilex.
Jubilex. Cool.
Jubilex the Gooey.
I'm
That's what I call him.
swearing vengeance on. I'm gonna swear vengeance on somebody here in a minute for turning our good hunter friend that I Septon ooze.
I'm sorry. That is nowhere in the book. I
It's just one of those things. I'm just so angry right now.
Jubilex.
Do not blame the writers of Candlekeep.
Jubilex is a legit thing, and I've heard of Jubilex before. But just the fact that you were like Jubilex the Gooey, I've added that. It's what I call them. Like the Raven Queen, or as I like to call her, Dolores. You know, just.
Wow.
It's very cute.
Real quick too, Clone Boy, thanks for the good vibes, buddy. Appreciate to have you here.
Clone Boy, you're a delight. Thank you for bringing Warg to visit us. Come and hang out with us more.
So good. I will say too, Leon, with this mental clarity for 10 minutes that you have, that I have set a timer on my phone for as of now.
This. All right, let's go.
Yep, I will say there are 2 doors, one to your left, one to your right. They both have danger, but I need you to do the equivalent of flipping a mental coin, pick heads or tails. The door in front of you is locked. Right or left is all you've got.
Cool, fantastic. We'll just do this. Left side.
Okay, there are 2 bad things in here that you can sense.
Okay.
Compared to the other room, it is less.
Fair. Cool with that. So 2 baddies. More than 2. I don't know. Once you get more than 2, it kind of like it's a weird like conglomeration. But like 2.
Well,
You have no idea of strength or size. However,
do you know anything of their strength or their size?
No, I don't. It's crazy. It's just one of those things that, like, I know that they're there.
Yep.
Would you happen to know exactly how far into the room they are?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I know exactly. They're through the threshold. Yes, they're right there. I don't know. All I know is that they're right there. Do you have any information you want to give up?
I will go ahead. Wait, are we at the door right now? With the 2 baddies?
You're in between 2 doors with a locked one in front of you.
Is anything coming from the center door? It's locked, but is anything coming through the center door?
No.
Okay.
I will attempt to pretty much kick open that door since we don't have a barbarian anymore. That's raging.
Well, he's here. He's on sabbatical.
He's hiding.
But you do have a Dr. Jackal. And
we do.
Honestly, isn't that worth its weight in gold?
To me, it is. I would like to kick open this door.
Okay.
Since Dr. Jackal is here, his expertise may or may not help me with advantage on this, maybe.
To be clear, right, left, or forward?
The forward one, the one that's locked.
You're attempting to kick it open.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a raw strength, whatever your strength modifier is.
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah!
Spicy 12.
A strong 12.
A strong 12, just a flat 12.
This door does not budge. I unfortunately regret to inform you, Lofus, that your divine sense can sense there is beauty beyond compare in this room that you cannot get into. But
what?
I'll go one step further. This is the kind of door that only opens if you need it.
Is there a washroom behind this door?
Lofus,
bread?
Lofus, what is behind this door?
Rest and relaxation is what I'm feeling behind here.
There's beauty. Really? There's beauty behind this door.
There is beauty behind this door.
Could you compare that beauty to anything?
I told you all to go to the bathroom before the road trip. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
if I had to compare this, it would be walking through a desert. And when you're in this desert, of course, it's very hot and there's no washroom in the area to use, but you happen upon a spring, and in the center of a spring is a golden toilet. and that is as beautiful as it gets.
Oh, that's lovely. But that would require me to pee in a public place, and that is not enjoyable for me.
Oh no,
That's,
it's enclosed. It's an enclosed.
Oh, it's an enclosed spring.
Yeah, that's what makes it. Remember, it's beautiful.
A private.
Shut the door.
A private urination. That is quite nice.
It's like going to the coffee lounge and not having to talk to anyone.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
That's nice.
There it is.
Well, it is locked though, so I believe that we should not really. Should we pick any of the other doors then?
I mean, 2? More than 2. We've come. I feel like I'm playing a game show here. It's really not my choice anymore.
So one has 2 difficulties, and one has more than 2.
More.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
that's all I
go
got.
with the 2. Let's go with the 2 then.
Are you sure you don't want more? You want the hard door in front of us?
No, God, no. Why would no? Stop.
I mean, I offered 2, and then Lopus over there went with option number 3. So, like, I'm just making sure everyone's on the same page.
No,
How about you, mushroom guys? We good? Oh, they're still quiet now. Let's go to the right.
all right.
I shall follow Leon.
Oh, son of a...
I shall
cool.
follow Lophis, who is following Leon.
Leon just standing at the door, waiting for Lopus to open it. He goes, "Oh, it's my turn. Oh, fantastic. Okay, cool. He's gonna open the door.
Okay. Opening the door. The stench of rot.
Oh,
This isn't mildew. This is corpses. The smell makes all of you hold your nose. It just absolutely takes over the entire being of this cavern. And there are several stone tables that are covered in suspicious-looking red stains and lots of rusty cages in this room. And you guys can avoid it if you want, but there is... Do any of you have your ankles exposed?
Good God! What is this? A Friday night at the tavern? Am I 3 drinks in, Mother of Gods? No, I do not have my ankles exposed.
This is not the 20s. Not anymore.
is it only 3 drinks?
Oh, Damien, are you okay, buddy?
Whenever I sneeze, I don't sneeze once. I sneeze like 5 times.
I love
The
that.
ankles got him. It's the pollen.
Scantily
He's allergic.
clad ankles.
That's my Achilles heel.
He's allergic to modesty.
Oh.
Aren't we all?
Or I guess it would be the opposite. How
No.
promiscuous of a paladin are you, my friend?
Listen, I'm in a pirate outfit. Just going about doing pirate things.
No,
I forgot
Yes.
all about the pirate outfit.
no one's ankles are exposed. Would there be a reason to be concerned of this?
The mushrooms that are around your feet, the second this fog hits them, they wilt.
Ooh.
They don't look dead, but they look tired.
I closed the door. Do we really want to do this?
Before you can close the door,
Oh no. Yikes.
in the back of the cavern that you have just opened the door to,
Mm-hmm.
you see 4 eyes open as 2 huge reptilian creatures with 12 legs apiece start to crawl towards you across the damp ceiling. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh God! All right. Cool.
Oh.
11.
Oh, fantastic.
Get ready for the best roll of the night. 9.
23.
11.
Alright. So between you 3, I've got Leon, followed by Lophis, followed by Dr. Jackal. And I will say you guys all have time to do one thing before these things get to you. So, what would you like to do?
Part of me just wants to close the door and barricade it and go the other way. I'd rather take on 12 pairs of feet than 2 pairs of feet. Oh crap. Okay. he is just going to put a bolt down range as something moves and it's scary, and we're going to shoot it.
Okay.
So that is a 26 to hit.
Wow. All right. Yeah. That'll do it.
And the second one is going to be a 30 to hit.
That will also do it.
So the first shot is going to be 7 piercing.
Okay.
Second shot's going to be another 7 piercing.
Yep.
And then 2d10s for the radiant damage on the bolts. And then another 8 points of radiant damage.
Wow. Okay.
Leon just unloads for a moment and panics. And that is my action. Bonus action. Nope, no bonus actions. I'm good. Thank you.
Would you like to move at all? I will say that this fog that was initially spilling out, there is a little bit of a path when you first walk in, probably like 10 feet in, and the fog is kind of lapping at the edges of this path, but it won't cross it.
Are these creatures undead?
No.
Okay. I asked because if they are, the bolts do an extra 1d10. He's actually going to. So the bolts are going to go off. He's actually going to put his back against the, his back against the wall. So he's shot through the corridor, back against the wall, and let the 2 tanks go in. He's scared.
Okay.
And you said we had actions before initiative order goes.
Yeah, I'll say Lofus. What would you like to do, real quick, buddy?
The moment that I start seeing those things, I place a hand on Leon and I cast Death Ward. This lasts for 8 hours, and if he were to die, he would instead revert to 1 HP and the spell ends.
Fantastic.
All right. Not bad. Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I would just touch him on the shoulder and say, "Don't die."
Are you moving into the room at all?
Yes, I will go ahead and move so I am 5 feet in front of Leon.
All right. Dr. Jackal, what are you up to, my friend?
Dr. Jackal is going to be like, well, that was the shortest one yet, and Hulk out a little bit. Hyde manifesting in the space. As he does, Hyde is going to break off yet another one of his own ribs as he transforms, reaching into his stomach, cracking one of his ribs, looking at the rib, and then screaming at the rib. As he screams at the rib, the top of the rib ignites with a hammerhead that seems to be made out of pure light. As he takes the hammer and just and just screams at the 2 lizards crawling alongside the ceiling. His full orcish form coming into light as he steps in front of Lofus and Leon, and he goes, "Kill metaphors!" And holds the hammer out in front of him.
Wow. Okay. And I will say, Dr. Jackal, with all of your reading under your belt, before you turn in to Hyde, you know that these are Bahirs.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, I don't like that.
Yes. Bahirs. But, and you can do what you want with this information, they are not undead Bahirs.
No.
Which is, yeah. So anyway, moving on. That is the Bahir's turn. And they're going to go ahead and just creep towards you guys as fast as humanly possible across the ceiling. And as they open their mouths to scream, thousands of tiny parasites are in their mouths. And they are just biting at you, ready to take you down if these things bite onto you. So there are thousands of mouths waiting for a snack in this room, my friends. The Bahirs will do this. They get directly over you guys, and they will start to creep down the walls towards you. They will not act yet, but if they get any closer, you guys will be forced into the fog.
Okay.
So
I don't want to go in there.
they're probably, I will say, 20 feet up from you guys, up the wall.
Are they like sort of up, like at an angle, or are they straight up on the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes, Hyde. They are currently L-shaped.
Oh, gods.
Freaking L's, man.
Yeah.
An L in the chat. Got it. Cool.
And they're not doing anything else, so we're back to the top of the order with Leon.
I would like to. Let me make sure I'm reading this right so I don't break something. Fantastic. Leon is just going to take a step forward, but as he takes a step forward, he's going to go into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So hopefully, these L-shaped creatures don't see us. But what he is going to do is he is going to step into the ethereal plane and go deeper in. Hopefully the fog doesn't affect him in another plane of reality.
No, it will not.
Fantastic. This lasts for 5 turns.
Wow.
I cannot do anything while I'm in here. I can't I can see and affect. Oh, I can see and affect creatures on the ethereal plane. But on the regular plane, I cannot. This lasts for 5 rounds, or I can end it early as a free action.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. I can work with this. Does that complete your turn?
Yep, begrudgingly.
Lofus, what do you got for me? You're up, bud.
Would these things? Would I know that these things speak something like the languages that they speak?
Draconic.
Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
I know Draconic. Thankfully.
Yep.
I'm going to look at the one that is directly above me. Or they're both directly above me. But I'm going to go ahead and cast Command. I'm going to point at it, and I'm going to pretty much say, in Draconic, grovel. It needs to pass a Wisdom 21 saving throw. And if it fails, it'll be knocked prone.
So it'll fall.
It'll fall to the ground. And, important, I'm going to give it a 1 on its saving throw.
Okay. That's fun. Just
and for
funsies.
Confirmation, I can send the picture with the timestamp.
I hate to say you wasted it, but I rolled a 5 anyway, bud. So, okay. There is now one Bahir on the ground, right next to you. Would you like to do anything else?
As a bonus action, I'm going to do a battle stance. I'm going to stomp my foot into the ground and do Channel Divinity, Champion Challenge. As a bonus action, each creature of my choice, 2 Bahirs, must make a Wisdom saving throw of 19 or more, or it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from me. Every time it wants to move away from me.
Sure. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Sounds good to me. I will just take the other roll that I rolled just in case. An 8. Definitely doesn't make that. So they cannot move more than 30 feet away from you. Okay. Good stuff. Okay. Hyde. Oh, sorry. Does that complete? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Hyde, you're up, bud.
Ooh, okay. The thing is prone on the ground in front of him?
Yes.
Okay, but they haven't attacked us yet.
No.
Do they look aggressive or scared or anything along those lines? Like they
look like they want to eat your face off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're gonna go to town. we're just going to attack a few times, and these things are knocked prone, so we're gonna make these attacks at advantage. As he picks up the large, the Dusk Crusher hammer and just slams into the belly of this thing a few times. So, 20 to hit on the first one.
That'll do it.
And we'll do this. Boom. 33
Wow.
on the next one. And then he's going to go full out and just go hard on this individual. And because he's in a rage, he is... no, he's good. He's just gonna take care of this and just kind of slam into these individuals with the hammers twice. So because of that, we got to roll some damage here, kids. We got to do.
Do it. Big money.
Okay. So that is 19 points of damage on the first.
Okay.
And 17 points of damage on the second.
Nice.
All right.
And then he's just going to scream at it with his bonus action while it's on the ground.
This thing is writhing in pain, and you can see all of the parathites that are within its cavernous mouth are also writhing in pain. Good job, buddy. Okay. Quick question for you, Lofus.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing you did was a spell with magical damage, right? These were all just...
These are just commands. Yeah.
Okay. Just
Pretty
making
much,
sure.
Yeah, it's just conditional stuff.
Okay. Well, the one on the ground is not going to attempt to get up. This thing is just going to face forward towards you, Lofus. Unfortunately, Hyde, you are going to take the brunt of this as well. This Behir exhales a line of lightning that's about 20 feet long and 5 feet wide. So it just, the equivalent of Pokemon Hyper Beam.
Okay.
At you guys. And I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yee.
Ooh, that's a lot of dice.
That's 19.
Ooh, that's a lot.
21.
Okay, so you both save, but you both take 31 points of lightning damage.
Woo!
Lightning.
And that is on a save.
I will reaction.
Okay.
Absorb elements. And I will half that 31, round it down to 50.
Okay. Sure.
For my
Lofus.
reaction, he has hurt me. I am going to hurt him back. This.
Okay.
No.
You hurt Hyde. Hyde is looking for bread. And just take that hammer and slam it back down on the creature.
Okay. What's the damage on that?
It's gonna be bad. Oh no, it's gonna be bad. Let's see. The damage on that is another 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Fabulous. Okay. Just real quick. Leon, while you're in this alternative plane, you see sitting on a throne, probably 50 yards away from you, is Jubilex sipping a tea on a throne.
Would I be
staring
able
at
to see
you.
that if it was in the direction of the locked door?
It is not. It is on
Okay.
the other side of the room.
Oh.
The direction in which you were heading. You asked
And
me
the
if-
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gods. Okay.
He looks like a mirage. He doesn't look quite there, but you can tell who he is.
Okay.
Yep.
I'd like to call out to him.
You
and
can
see if
on
I
your
can
turn. You can
fantastic.
on your turn, my friend. Okay. So, real quick, Lofus, this thing right next to you still, without trying to get up, it is large enough, it is going to try and swallow you. I do need, what is this gonna be? What is this gonna be? Give me another dexterity saving throw.
14.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's not gonna do it. So you are not swallowed, but constricted by this thing. So you're probably like halfway in its mouth. The little parasites that are throughout its cavernous maw, are gonna bite at you a bit. It's not actually biting down on you though. This creature just wants to keep you put. It does not necessarily want to kill you.
Okay.
So that's gonna be only 22 damage from the parasites.
Only 22. That's not.
Okay. The other Bahir that was missing in action for a second is also going to release its lightning breath. Can you guys give me a dex save one more time here, please?
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Oof,
I did not expect to roll that high.
Oh.
Hyde, you take 81 points of lightning damage, buddy.
81.
40.
81.
Oh. You know what? Because I had casted Absorb Elements for the rest of that turn, I half it, so it'd be 20 again.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, Hyde.
Sounds good.
It's fine.
The second one is going to drop from the ceiling, just let go, mouth open, and attempt to engulf Hyde.
No, God.
Hyde. I need another dex save from you, buddy.
Yeah. Of course. I'm really good at those. 17.
Catch it.
Plus 5, 22. Right.
Okay. Yes, you are fine. You only take... Oh, you only take 31 points of damage from the parasites.
Got it. 31.
All right. But this thing...
Is that
kind of-
lightning damage again?
No, this is just piercing.
Okay, so
From all of the parasites trying to suck at your blood.
that's halved then. Okay.
Okay. Yep. So, this thing, I will say, because it actively fell and did not succeed in grappling you, it is also prone on the ground now. So both of these are prone.
Love this for me.
Yes. That's just in the effort of fairness from me, your not-so-hostile DM. Back to the start of the round here. Leon, what are you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna call out to men sipping on tea and throwing in distance. Mushroom brain can only handle so many words right now.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here?
He doesn't do anything. He just raises his teacup at you and takes a sip.
And enjoying it, having fun?
He nods.
Do you have anything to do with those nasty centipede beasties back there?
He nods.
I'd really like them not to eat my friends. We're here because the mushroom lady, and we're gonna do something about the mushroom lady. I don't know what your feelings are, but hopefully they're positive. So once again, those centipede things don't eat my friends. I've had already like a friend and a half eaten today. I don't really want any more.
He pauses. And from behind the throne, you see a beautiful elven woman emerge,
Okay.
also holding a cup of tea. She nods to you.
Typically we ask if, hey, you're joining us for tea, would you like some? But it's okay, I'm good for right now.
And you recognize this as Zuktmoy, the demon queen of fungi.
Fantastic.
I cannot believe that you did this. Anyway.
You had the shrine. My friend said some kind words. He was the one that said the kind words. So it'd really be a shame if your centipede monster ate him. I cannot say this enough. They are going to eat my friends. They said some really nice things about you. So please. He's like the most honest person I know. I cannot get him to say a lie to save my own life.
Zuktmoy does a double tap on her temple, points at you, does another gesture at her temple, and does a half turn back behind the throne.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure.
Alex takes another sip of tea, crosses his legs, and gets comfortable with his forearms on the armrests. He does not have anything else to say. Does that complete your turn, or are you doing anything else here?
Yeah, I just like as a free action to pop back in the space. And if I'm in the fog, I'm in the fog. At this point, he's kind of defeated.
Okay. I will say that Thunderwing, in sensing your ability to converse with the higher-ups here in this cavern, I know you weren't trying to be a Karen, but you certainly got your way at the help desk.
Oh, fantastic.
Friend. So, Thunderwing, struggling on the shoulder of Hyde, trying to just stay on. Her knuckles are bloodshot from the broken blood vessels in her hands from struggling to hold on during his absolutely abrasive, strength-powered swings at these things. And she casts gusts of wind, which will disperse the fog for you guys. So, with that, we are back to Lofus. Lofus, what are you doing?
Am I affected by the fact that I'm like semi in the mouth of this thing?
I mean, they'll be able to get you again on your next turn, but you're not actively being
Okay.
sucked.
Oh my god, mother of cats! We try to keep things PG here. Like,
I don't have a better word.
First ankles, now suck.
You're not being
first
leashed.
ankles, now.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright, so they're still prone, right?
Yes, they're still.
I'm going to take out my maul, and with almost a shine in my eyes, a shine of death, I'm going to evoke greater weapon mastery on this creature, which means that I pretty much take -5 to my attack.
Okay.
I'm going to swing at it on advantage because it's prone.
And you add 10, correct? To
Yes.
the damage if you hit. Okay.
So that is a 18 to hit.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
And that one will hit. So I will also Divine Smite him
Okay.
at 6th level.
Oh, God.
And a greater Divine Smite on top of that. I had to do math. I will be doing 8d8s. $2d6. That's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dice.
So that's
42, nice. 42, nice.
Plus 3,
Okay.
which is 45, plus 10, which is
55.
55. Is it a fiend at all? Would it be considered a fiend or undead?
It's not undead, but I'll give you the extra damage with
Okay.
everything you have going on. That's fine.
All right. So since it is a fiend, I get to add 1d8 to that. So 55
Okay.
plus 1d8. And that'll be 2. So 57 points of damage. And I let me see. And all of that will be radiant damage.
Put him down.
Okay. Lofus, how do you kill this thing?
So this thing has me in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just take my mace, and the tip of it will start glowing with this godly glow, and I'm going to just stab it down through the top and crush its skull. And that's my first attack. I will then go to its buddy who's right next to me, that fell right next to me. I'm going to then swing my maul at a 5th level. Actually, Greater Weapon Master as well, but it's also prone.
Okay.
So we'll see this. That's a 2, so nothing on that one.
This is so fun.
And that'll be a 20 to hit. A wet 20?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
If you take this kill from Hyde, he is going to be so pissed. Like, he's just, oh man, it's going to be Thor and the Hulk where they're just standing on the train and the arm comes up and punches Thor. Like, it's...
Wowza.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll this again to everybody.
Woo!
A lot of damage. 36 plus 10, which is, whatchamacallit? 46 plus 3, so 49 points of radiant damage on top of this thing.
God.
Wow. Okay.
Is it still alive?
Barely.
Bonus action, because I did kill an enemy with my first Greater Weapon Master attack.
Yeah.
I get a bonus action attack.
Okay.
And this one is without the bonus, so 26 to hit, and then 26 to hit. Oh, wait, look at that. And I will just hit this one with this. So that is 9 points of damage, plus 1d8 for greater, for improved Divine Smite.
Okay.
So, 14 points of damage to this creature.
It is barely hanging on. All of the parasites in this thing's mouth instantly dissipate with this excess of radiant damage. They are no longer biting at Hyde. This thing no longer has its dentures, so to speak. It is just an open, cavernous mouth.
And then I will point. As soon as I do that, I'm gonna pretty much take my hands off my weapons and point at Hyde and say, "You know what to do."
Perfect. Open cavernous mouth. That works out great for me. I'm gonna place my hand. I'm gonna place my hammer inside of his mouth and curb stomp him with the hammer actually outside of him. Yes! So hammer in the mouth. Hammer in the mouth. Not like this, but standing straight up. Like the tip of the hammer pointing up in the mouth. Grab this thing, shove it there, and then just jump up into the air and bam onto the head with the hammer pointing up.
Okay, I don't even need damage from you. It was so close to just clinging to life. I'm assuming you hit it for more than 5.
Anything I do at this point is going to do at least 4 points of damage.
I figured as much.
Yeah, just boom.
This thing explodes. There is nothing left. The only thing that happens in this room is as you hit the floor, from the ceiling, more of those yellow spores rain down on you guys like a sprinkle of success because of how much you shook this cavern. But there are Bahir guts all over the other side of the wall to your right. There is no more fog in this room. You are looking at a very dead and crispy, radiant damaged Bahir that's passed away in front of Lofus.
Guys.
And
Guys.
Yeah, Vin.
neither be here nor there. Am I right? Am I right?
I was gonna pick up my mace, but then I dropped it again, laughing.
Oh man,
Wow.
I love this. So, who wants to play good news, bad news again?
I would like the good news first.
Good news first. So, the good news is we're being washed by two gods.
Lofus, ask for the good news.
What is the good news?
We're being washed by two gods.
I can't understand why anyone ever picks bad news in this game.
So, and then, one of them doesn't like us, apparently. Because I'm like, hey, don't kill my friends. And he's like, meh. And it was like the ooze guy. The ooze dude.
Hyde,
the guy who
Hyde picks up the hammer and starts immediately looking for the ooze guy to hit him with the hammer.
Hold on. Not that big guy. We will, though. He seems like a real jerk because I'm like, hey, don't kill my friends. And he's like, I'm going to sip tea on my throne. But there's also a fungal lady that Jackal talked to there. So that's that too.
They were drinking tea?
They were drinking tea, yes. Or
did they have
something in a cup.
snacks?
No, and they didn't even offer.
That's just rude.
I know, that's what I said. And he points in the direction they were. I assume there's a wall now. Or is
There's
it
not a
further?
wall. On the other end of this room are those tables covered in red, splotchy... It's not gooey, it's kind of dried up at this point.
Okay.
And there's a lot of rusty cages lining the walls.
And he explains he saw them in the ethereal realm and stuff along those lines, hoping to have assistance somewhere because he's drawing a complete blank. They are, like, you said, like 50 or 60 feet that way, at least in the ethereal plane measurements. Cool. So he's like, they're over there, but the only thing over there is those neat little tables. How are you doing, Hyde? Are you okay? You good?
Me?
Yeah. How you feeling on the? Ooh, you got hit a couple hard.
I just killed that thing by jumping on its head. I'm great.
Yeah, but you vaguely smell like fried chicken right now. Did you get zapped? You guys...
Hyde will look down and be like, my left arm, I can't really move it because there's a bone sticking out.
He's gonna give Hyde his greater healing potion because he goes, hey, this is yours. I missed that fight, and you know what? That's on me. But I got us an audience, so now it's like gladiator combat.
Oh, that's great. Wish I knew what a gladiator was.
They fight for fun and they get paid for it.
I think I've been a gladiator this whole time.
Fantastic. He looks over to Lofus. This is really weird for me to say. I don't like old blood. It freaks me out. Can you look at that for me?
Old blood. I shall go
Thank
and
you.
look.
Or whatever red ooze might be. I've had a really bad day when it comes to ooze, and I'd rather not be within 5 feet of it.
He's gonna drink that greater healing potion.
I thought you would.
I will.
You're going to the tables?
I'm gonna go to the tables. Before I do so,
Okay.
I am actually going to. Let me go ahead and use my handy dandy calculator I have right here. Oops, wrong thing there. I'm going to go ahead and heal myself using my lay on hands pool of health. I'm going to use 37 points to heal myself. I will be at max HP on that, and I'm going to go to the tables.
How much healing is the greater healing potion?
44 plus 4.
44 plus 4. Oh, baby. Get ready.
I can't wait for 8 HP back.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Wow.
That's my luck.
All right, Lofus, as you approach the tables, You see that having given you guys a little bit of a boost with that gust of wind spell earlier that dispersed the fog, Thunderwing is sitting at one of the tables, kind of letting her tiny fairy feet dangle over the edge. And she looks terrified to be in this room. Her whole body is shivering, not with anticipation, but with cold fear.
Ugh.
And she is looking up at you like, please come scoop me because I am paralyzed with fear. She is saying it with her eyes.
I shall take out a handkerchief and scoop her.
Successful scoop. You don't even need a check for this. You know this is dried blood all over all of these tables, except for the one Thunderwing was kind of brave enough to sit at. You figure that was probably for a reason that she picked that one. Give me a perception check.
27.
Nice, Baba.
Big one. Big.
Because you are attending to the small one, you meet her eyeline, and she is glaring wide-eyed at these rusty cages.
I will put her somewhere with the handkerchief and then, and go over to the rusty cages and to see.
She will not go with you. She immediately flies from your shoulder, and she'll be with Leon for a second. Yeah.
Me too.
I will ask him, say, one moment, little miss. Any particular reason why you're avoiding those cages?
Something really bad happened to me here.
Tetanus? Lockjaw?
Polio? I don't know too many things you can get from metal, but
Oh, you went from polio? Come on now. Anyway, go ahead.
we shall go. I'll go and inspect those cages.
Hold on. What happened? You said something bad happened to you. Do you know? Do you remember? Typically, trauma stays with us a little bit.
It hurt a lot, but I don't exactly remember what happened. I remember being at one of these tables, and then suddenly I was outside of the cave.
Hyde looks real sad for a second.
What's up, buddy?
And the rage drains out of him. Once again, that husk of material is there, and Jackal steps out. And he has the same sort of concerned look on his face that Hyde had. And he goes, Lichdom is not easily achieved. There is no correct path to Lichdom. And if Hyde here is somewhat scared, I don't blame him. This is probably where hypotheses were tested. And our individuals' foyers into Lichdom began. I believe our little one was perhaps an hypothesis or an experiment or the steps toward Lichdom, as it were. There is no easy path, and it is many trial and errors. And I imagine all of the cages here might be a part of that.
Jackal, without anything, now that you are here, with a brief look around this room, you know this is her experimentation cove. Like where Xanthoria did all of her experiments.
Oh, gods! The door. The locked door. What was behind it? Yes? The locked door.
It was beauty. Something beautiful. Not that I could see, but I can feel it. Using divine sense.
I want to make sure that I'm playing this right, because there was a mention that it opens when needed. Is that knowledge, or is that OOC?
Lufus would have told you guys that.
He runs right through the door. I need to see those two And I need to see the two. I need to see the tea sipping gods that blew me off. If they think they've heard of me yet, please. I don't believe in anything, but this is the one time that I really need something to work.
The door does not open, but all of the rusty cage doors do.
Oh, gods.
Lofus, are you still looking around?
I stopped when, however far I was from that bloody table.
Okay.
Because when I was going to go forward, Leon stopped me.
Sure.
Lofus, do you serve a deity? We've never spoken of this.
Normally I just pick a god and pray. And hope that, any bad things will go away.
That's fair. I wish I had someone that I had put my faith into. So I will do this. Jackal will walk over to the cage. Are there bodies inside of it that have just not made it through?
There are multiple cages. If you're kind of perusing all of them, or are you just going to one in particular?
I will stand at a middle point, and I will say this. On behalf of Thoizar of the Druids, on behalf of Lambrecht Wormheart, and on behalf of Princess, whom all three of us have placed our faith and trust into, we wish you and grant you peace. All those of you who have died, may you return to nature as though we would like. May you do so smiling with friends at your side as Lambrecht would have. And may your true names be given to you, such as Princess. And just sort of extend a hand outward to the cages to grant them some level or measure of peace after death.
Okay. This is interesting. I
Very
love
well
this. Dr. Jackal. These are all corpses and skeletons in these 4 cages in front of you on this wall. In the first cage, the rotting corpse of what kind of looks like it used to be a displacer beast. It just has way too many tentacles and limbs. A ghost-like version of it rises from its feverish and bloodied corpse and ascends to the ceiling.
Oh,
In the
God.
second cage, the skeletal remains of a sprite kind of reanimate, but as it tries to fly, its wings are so brittle, they don't really make it past the top of the cage, but you're given a small skeletal salute as the skeleton drops back down into the bottom of the cage. And in the last cage, well, the second to last cage, I should say, the rotting, mutilated remains of, clearly they were shoved in here all together, 4 goblins and 2 wood elves, all kind of animate at once, all raise a glass to each other, cheers, and drop back into the earth. And finally, it's funny you mentioned Princess, because from behind you, a mist appears from the floor in a swirling tornado of magical energy. And Princess, or the thought of her at least, puts a paw on your shoulder as she gestures forward into the cage. And the corpse of a tiny dragon with yellowed skeleton bones,
Oh, God.
a second head, all of its flesh rotted away. Its body is curled up in an unnatural position until it's beckoned for by your kind words. And its wings are outstretched oddly as if it were suffering some unknown agony even still now. And you can tell that with Princess's claws digging into your shoulder a bit that these are the remains of the yellow fairy dragon Bunny Blossom. And she goes and she gives Thunderwing a quick kiss on the cheek before flying into the ceiling. And Princess's magical presence vanishes. And if you all are okay with it, I would like to extend this until next Thursday.
Of course.
I'm good with it.
Are we okay with ending there? Because I just made myself cry.
Yes, absolutely. I think after all of this, there's a few seconds pause, and Dr. Jackal will promptly and violently throw up from sheer anxiety and being touched by so many undead creatures. It is a lot, but very happy that they all got to say goodbye.
You're getting very good at those, you know that, right?
I will cleansing touch Jackal, Dr. Jackal.
Thank you.
And then also prestidigitation, get rid of the vomit.
Appreciate you. Appreciate both of you. I'm trying very hard. I know that we have more work to do here. I'm fully aware of that. And I'm happy that it is the three of us here, making sure that we are doing what is right and not what is easy.
We are the dream team, as they say, the big three.
Fun fact, mushrooms are often referred to as the dream team because of their ability to grow in many different environments. Did we see?
I bet they are.
Okay. I'll take him into my arms and like hug him, and then also any HP that he has left to gain, I will heal him as well.
Appreciate you. Yes, I look
Leon,
forward
go
to
ahead.
next week.
Yes.
All right. Real quick, just in the spirit of things, who currently has Thoe's Staff of the Woodlands?
I think I
Jackal.
did. Yeah.
Leon,
Yeah. I don't remember.
this thing...
No, Jackal
Well,
took
they-
it. Or not Jackal. Hyde took it because he had the talking stick.
Oh, the talking stick. Yes,
Oh.
you're absolutely right. Yes.
Dr. Jackal, against your back, this staff is burning red hot.
Ah.
And as you go to remove it, I mean, you guys know already, this cavern absolutely does not agree with the regular format of time and space. And you guys hear above you a shriek that you would definitely recognize as being Thoe, who has been falling this entire time in this donut that the giant purple worm created. Just free falling. And she falls through the ceiling. How about that? All right.
Oh my god, she's not
Everybody's
dead! We've only
good.
lost one friend today.
Everybody's together.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end our session.
I will roll to catch.
Oh
I
my
will-
gosh.
I will use my 19 to catch. I will dive.
Amazing. I will let Indigo Chameleon decide on how that encounter works out next week.
Ah,
Beautiful.
fantastic.
Mother of
All right,
Cats,
everybody.
thank you for an amazing session.
That was
Thank
amazing.
you guys.
That's very
You were
fun.
all wonderful. Thank you, chat. I think I have been mocatsed again by everybody here. So that's always good. I feel good energy in this stream always. And today was no different. So I think with that we'll do hard hands out.
Hard hands out. Much love, everybody. We'll see you next time.